nice and tall. Let's roll the shoulders up to the ears and slide them down and back. Good. And then allow the eyes to close. Turn them inward and up, looking to the space between the eyebrows. And let's just take this moment to anchor ourselves into the practice, allowing ourselves to be present, turning the 5 senses into the self. So see if you can bring all your attention, your awareness to the flow of your breath. But just observe the rise and the fall without any judgment. Maybe you feel compelled to sigh out the next breath. Let everything relax in your body. There's no need to be anywhere but here with mind and body. And we'll come into the 4-part yogic breath to truly drop in. So breathing in for 4 counts. Holding the breath for 4, maintaining that strong gaze between the eyebrows. And then a gentle breath out for 4 counts out through the nose. When you get to the bottom of the exhale, hold that out breath for 4 counts. And repeat that at your own pace. This 4 equal parts of inhale, retention, exhale, and exhale retention. Mastering the flow of our breath. A few more rounds. On your next exhale, begin to normalize the breath in through your nose and out through the nose, coming into the Ujjai victorious breath, which is practiced by squeezing the back of the throat just very gently, very slightly. Notice the sound on the in-breath through the nose. Maintain that squeeze at the back of the throat. Breathe out through your nose and you'll hear the sound more pronounced. And just continue a few more rounds with this Ujjai breath. Warming ourselves up from the inside out. Deepening our access to our energy body. Expanding our energy body as we draw in more life force, more prana. Now gently on the next inhale, let the arms float overhead. Big sun breath here. As you exhale, let the arms float down. And again, deep inhale. Feel your back stretching out here as you exhale, let the arms float down. Inhale, arms floating overhead. Now interlacing the fingers, create a little halo around your head, soft elbows, and just begin to circle your body, starting from your sit bones. Try to keep the arms right by the side of your face. It should stay 1 unit from your tailbone all the way towards the hands. And just feel yourself rotating in a circular pattern. Invoking fluidity. The more fluid we are, the more adaptable we become to our environment. Good, and then see if you can reverse it, going the opposite direction. Feel yourself rocking forward, sideways, and back on the sits bones. Good. Next time, as you come a little forward with the body, draw straight back. Pull your arms a little further back if you can. Feel your heart lifting here. A little back bend here, chest opener. Good. Now, as you exhale, let your right hand float towards the earth. Reach the left arm towards the sky. And as you exhale, let the arm reach over. As you inhale, arm goes straight back overhead. As you exhale, lean. Good. Once more. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, let the arms sweep in front. Inhale, come back up towards the sky with the arms. Exhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Reach through your right arm. It's like you're pulling the shoulder blade up, feeling that deep stretch here on the right side. Exhale, lean a little bit more. Good. Inhale, arm reaches up. Good. Exhale, let it come across. Once more. Inhale. Exhale, let the arms circle in front. Inhale, both arms float back overhead. Good. Now, as you exhale, pull down the elbows in towards the sides of your body here. Palms are open. Now, inhale, lift the heart. Let the arms lean back a little bit. Chin is pointing up. As you exhale, make fist with your hands, pulling the navel in. Arms come together. Inhale, expand through your chest. It's like seated cat and cow. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. And just move at your own pace here. Warming up the spine, moving the energy up the spinal column. An open spine is an adaptable person, fluid person, easygoing. Letting go of any rigidity in the spine here. As you contract through your belly, feel the shoulder blades separating, opening the back of the heart. Good. 2 more. Now inhale, lift and open. Hold the breath. Keep your gaze at the third eye. Good. Exhale, release your hands. Roll the shoulders back down. Inhaling through the nose, feel the prana moving up the central channel from the base of the spine all the way up to the cervical spine into the crown of the head. And let's begin to energize our body by deepening the breath. As we inhale, let the arms float overhead. Good. Exhale out through your mouth. Good. Now as you inhale, make a fist. Your thumb is on the inside. Your fingers are wrapped over it. And pull your right elbow in against the side of your body. And you kind of hit it here as you inhale through your nose. As you exhale, make a fist with your left hand and the left elbow hits the side of your rib cage as you breathe out through your mouth. Inhale right, exhale, inhale, inhale, right elbow touches, exhale, left elbow touches. Deep breath in and out, energizing the body. Hit the sides of your rib cage. Lots of lymphatic nodes are there, flushing out. Good. Strengthening our immune system. Good. Inhale. Keep going. 20 more seconds. You can do this. Stay focused in that strong point. Looking forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. Maintain closed eyes. Notice the subtleties. Notice the subtle shift by staying inward. Wonderful. Inhale, let the arms float back overhead. Balancing the right and the left brain hemisphere, so not balancing the left. As you inhale, make a fist, left elbow comes to the side. So now we reverse it. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale left, right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Good. Start slow first so you get the cadence. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. As you inhale, really draw in through the nostrils like you're trying to drink the bottom of your drink, and you really forcefully pull the energy in. Don't be afraid to hit the sides of your ribs. That's it. 45 seconds. You can do this. Your arms are going to feel a little tired, but it's just on the level of the body. Stay strong with your mind. Continue to breathe in deeply. Yes? Good. Keep moving those arms, moving through the barrier of limitation. Yes? Keep going. 20 seconds. Empower yourself here. Good. 10 seconds. Inhale, hold the breath, and exhale. Breathe normally. Notice how light you feel. Wonderful. We'll make our way into tabletop position. Slowly come forward over the knees or bring your legs to one side. As we begin our practice, if you like to use bricks, you can place them to the top of your mat for easy transition. So hands are directly beneath the shoulders, knees are directly beneath the hips, and stir by moving our tailbone. Just loosening up that low back here. Good. Now keeping your toes curled under. Yeah, so they're not flat on the floor, they're tucked under. Good. Now as you inhale, I'd like you to lift your heart up, pressing your belly down, look up to your third eye. Good. And as you exhale, round your spine, pull the navel in, but now see if you can float your knees an inch away from the earth. Good. And as you inhale, gently land the knees, let the heart come through, look forward and up. Exhale, rounding the spine, pull the navel in, knees are floating an inch away from the earth. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Strong arms, strong core. Now inhale, glide your heart through. As we exhale, prepare to move into your first downward facing dog. Lift the hips, begin to paddle out the feet here. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Maybe gently move your head from side to side. Letting go of any tension, any restriction. Now as you inhale, allow the body to move forward to plank, awakening the core here. Good. Make sure navel is in towards the spine. Try not to lift your buttocks up or try not to collapse through that low back. Good. As you exhale, draw back to downward facing dog. Let your gaze come forward, stepping the left foot through into runner's lunge and allow the right knee to come down to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Good. Now interlacing those fingers, create the halo here. Let the arms trail back a little bit behind your ears to feel that beautiful stretch here. Stabilize with the breath. Good. Now as you exhale, begin to circle. Begin to circle your torso. Just little circles here. Notice how the arms stay right by the side of the head. They're not falling in front. Good. Now see if you can reverse it, go in the opposite direction. And then inhale, come through center, lift the heart, pull the arms further back. And as you exhale, release your hands, frame the front foot, draw back to half splits. Breathing into the back of that left hamstring, pull the toes towards you, heart is lifted. Gently as you inhale, glide forward, curling the right toes under and gently walk your hands towards the right side, turn and pivot. Making your way into a wide-legged forward fold. Soften your knees here. Let your forearms melt towards the earth. And if your forearms don't quite make it to the ground, that's okay. Soften them and just let gravity take over here. Now bring your awareness to your feet. Really think of anchoring down into the four corners of each foot. One just below the big toe, one just below that pinky toe and your fourth toe, and then two at the back of your heel. Really grow roots into the earth. Now allow for a gentle micro bend in the knee as you sway your body from side to side here. Let your head relax. Good. Now inhale, begin to float the torso up, climb up onto the fingertips so that your body can come more parallel to the earth. Draw that navel in. As you exhale, begin to soften into your right knee. Opening up those groin muscles, the inner thigh muscles. Good. Inhale, come through center, exhale into the left knee. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale and exhale into the right knee and then into the left knee. Now notice how the body begins to sway here. Now just let your body become really fluid here and let it sway from side to side. Feeling the low back stretching. Good, now let your gaze come to the back of your mat. I'd like you to walk your hands to the back of your mat, turn and pivot. So now the right foot is in front, your left knee gently comes to the floor. And as you inhale, allow the arms to float overhead as we make our way into that crescent lunge on the other side. Make a little halo with your arms. Pull the arms back and really feel the front of the body expanding here. That's it. Lift your chin. Feel an elevated gaze here. Good. Now begin to circle your body in any direction. Strong core. And the circle doesn't have to be very big. Good. And then see if you can slowly reverse the circle, go in the opposite direction. Staying with that deep Ujjai breath. Good, and then slowly as you inhale, pull the arms straight back. Feel the heart lifting. So you can go a little bit deeper into that opening. As you exhale, release your hands, frame the front foot. Draw back into that half splits. Lift the right toes, feel the back of the leg stretching. Keep the gaze lifted so that we're not collapsing through the upper body. Good. Now slowly inhale, glide forward into that front right leg, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee and thigh, walk your hands back to the front. We're back into that wide-legged forward fold. Soften your knees and let your body hang here. Tuck your chin in. You should be looking straight between your legs here. Now straighten one leg at a time. And as you straighten that one leg, really pull the quadricep away from your kneecap, engaging the leg here. Pull the toes away. Feel that leg really strong. Good. Then begin to soften that knee and now straighten out the other leg. Energize that whole leg that you're straightening out. Good. And then soften that knee and again, really straighten out the other leg. Strong and soften and then straighten out the other leg. Good. Now soften both knees and see if we can straighten both legs at the same time. Feel that stretch deepen in the hamstrings. Try to relax your body. Inhale, begin to float the torso up. Come back up onto the fingertips here as you exhale, soften into your right knee. Just a little bounce here. 4 pulsations. 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into the left leg. 4 gentle pulsations here. Beautiful. Slowly come back through center. Now turn your heels and toes out and do that again. Bring your toes back parallel and then turn your heels in a little bit. So you're still wide. Now bend your knees. Hold on to the opposite biceps and let your head, your torso drop. Now slowly begin to roll your spine up. Pull the navel in and up. And roll and stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Your head balances on last. Release your arms. Palms facing the front. Coming into a standing position sideways on your mat. Good. As you exhale, root down into Malasana Squat here. Coming into warrior breath 1. It's a double breath in, double exhale. As you exhale, palms are facing each other. It's like you're squeezing something and you brace your upper body. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Breathe deeply. Exhale, coming back into that Malasana Squat. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead. Create a little halo here. Draw your navel in strongly and begin to circle. Feeling the abdominals working here. Strong core. Strong legs. Keep squeezing the knees over second and third toes. Beautiful. Now begin to reverse it. Go in the opposite direction. Nice big circles. It's okay if your legs are burning. Good. Now inhale, lift. Good. As you exhale, bring your hands towards your thighs. Turn your feet parallel. Let your body fold. Sigh it out. Well done. Begin to sway your body. Walk your hands back towards the left side, turn and pivot. Left leg is in front. Bring your hands to the bricks. Drop into that runner's lunge here, gaze forward. Back leg is strong. Good. Breathing deeply here. Now keep pulling that left hip back as you roll your right hip a little bit more forward and down. Make those tiny little adjustments here. Notice the difference. Good. Now as you exhale, straighten the front leg out. Let the heart melt in this time. Soften your body here. Stay strong in the legs. Watch out for the hyperextension of the front knee for those who are flexible there. Good. It's okay to have a micro bend in the knee here. Beautiful. A couple more breaths here. Good. Now as you exhale, release back down into that runner's lunge. Bring your hands to the floor. Lean more into your right hand as we sweep the left leg back into a three-legged dog. Lift and open your hip. Keep your legs straight. Point the toes and sparkle them out. Now begin to draw a little circle in the sky with your leg. Feeling that circular movement again. Good. See if you can reverse it, going the opposite direction. Little circle here. Good. And as you exhale, bend your knee. Let your heart come forward. Look forward towards the top of your mat. Pull the knee towards the belly and step it in between your hands. Inhale, begin to lift up into your full crescent lunge here. Good. Exhale, root down. Stabilize. Soften those elbows. Create that little halo here. Good. Now begin to circle in any direction. Really got to work hard at staying steady and strong. Good. Now see if you can reverse it, going the opposite direction. Feeling these beautiful circles. Trying to find our anchor, the eye of the storm. Then you're never affected by what goes on in the outside world of chaos and confusion. Good. Now as you inhale, lift through your heart. One more breath here. Stay strong. Good. As you exhale, release your hands towards the earth. Drop your right knee to the floor. Coming back into that half split, but walk your hands across the left leg right now. Feeling that nice little twist here while you're in that half splits. Wonderful. Slowly from here, coming back to the front. Turn your torso, coming into that front left leg. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee and thigh. Walk your hands back towards the right side. Back into that wide-legged forward fold. And as you exhale, soften your knees, let your body melt. Some of you may be able to press the crown of your head to the earth, but don't get hung up on it if you can't. You can hold on to the opposite elbows. Really engage the legs. Press your feet into the earth. Try to spin your sit bones towards the sky. And don't forget, to breathe deeply in that Ujjai breath. Don't allow the breath to come shallow. Good. Now slowly inhale. Float the torso, climbing up onto the fingers. You can also use a brick if you prefer it. You can either do medium side up, flat side up, high side up, but take your right hand into the center. Take the left hand to the hip here. Now as you inhale, press the right hand further into the earth. So you rise out of that shoulder. Now begin to twist from your left side. Yeah, so from the navel to the left side, place your left hand onto your low back. This is your first twist, so take it easy. Good. Now slowly from here, let your torso turn back towards the floor, parallel. Your left hand is still on the sacrum. Now bring that left hand to the top of your shoulder. Your elbow is pointing down. Now we're creating circles here with the elbows. As you inhale, the elbow comes forward and up. Feel that twist now as the arm comes up, and then circle it back. Feel your body coming back parallel to the ground. Inhale and lift and twist. Good. We'll do that 2 more times at your own pace. Use the breath. Exhale as the arm comes down. Inhale as we lift and circle that elbow up. Good. Exhale, let the hand release. Soften your knees. Let your body fold again and just say no with your head. And yes. Inhale, floating the torso back up. Left hand this time onto the floor or on the brick. Take the right hand to your hip, to that iliac crest. Make sure your body's parallel to the floor. Now, as we exhale, we begin to lift out of that left shoulder, turn from your navel, and bring your right hand onto the sacrum, rolling that right shoulder down and back. Feeling that twist here. Legs are strong. Belly keeps drawing in. Stay engaged. Good. Now, very slowly from here, bring your torso back square, keeping that right hand onto the sacrum. Your shoulders are parallel again to the floor. Now, bring that right hand to the top of your shoulder, circling that arm. Inhale, elbow lifts up, circle it back and down. So 3 more times at your own pace. Go mindfully through this. Don't rush it. Once more. Wonderful. Then let the hand come back down. Soften your knees and fold, sigh it out. Maybe sway your body from side to side. Inhale, flow the torso up. Walking your hands towards the left side, turn and pivot. Coming into that runner's lunge here, heart is reaching forward, back leg is strong. Now remember, pull that right hip back a little bit, left hip rolls more in, and gaze forward, back leg is super strong. 1 more breath here. Good. As you exhale, draw your hips back, coming into that straight-legged lunge here. This time, let your heart melt in. Stay strong. Stay connected. Wonderful. Slowly as you exhale, melting back into that runner's lunge here. Leaning into that left hand as we prepare to sweep the right leg back into that 3-legged dog. So sweep your leg back, lift and open that hip here. Keeping the leg straight. Try not to bend your knee right now. Try to keep your shoulders square. Good. Now begin to circle, begin to circle that leg in any direction. Try to make the circles even. Good, and then reverse it. Try not to go too quick. Be mindful about the circles. Good, and as you exhale this time, bending the knee. Now let your gaze come forward. Lengthen through the torso. It's almost like you're in a little scorpion here. As you exhale, pull the knee towards the heart and step it in between your hands and begin to rise into your full crescent lunge here, lifting the arms overhead. Good. Interlacing those fingers, soften your elbows here. Navel towards the spine and begin to circle in any direction. That's it. Nice, fluid, slow circles. Staying strong. And then begin to reverse it, going the opposite direction. Feel centered in self. Be the eye of the storm. Good. Now slowly inhale, lift through your heart. Draw those arms back. Feel the expansion here. Good. As you exhale, release your hands. Float the left knee towards the earth and come back into that half split here. Pull the toes towards you and walk your hands across, feeling that little twist here. Slowly come back, square to the front, lunging into that front right leg, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee and thigh. Walk your hands back towards the left side, turn and pivot. Make your way back into that wide-legged forward fold here. Exhale. Soften your knees. Maybe you're able to press the crown of your head towards the earth. Don't worry if you can't. Just let the body be heavy. Now inhale, reach your arms into the sky. Palms are facing each other above you. Now interlace them behind your back. You can keep your hands on your low back, or you can roll the shoulders together and then let the arms fall forward in the direction that your toes are pointing. Very good. Slowly release your hands to your low back, down to the earth. Inhale, float the torso up. Good. Now bring your heels in again, toes out. Then bring your feet parallel once more. Turn your heels slightly in. And again, sink deep into your Malasana Squat here. Hold on to the opposite biceps and let your head hang heavy. Watch out that the knees don't collapse forward. Stay in the outer edge of your feet. Now begin to roll your spine up. Go really slowly, squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, and then stack one vertebrae on top of the other, rolling up slowly. Release your hands, let the head balance on last. Let out a sigh. Really good work. Coming into warrior breath 2. It's a double breath in again, double exhalation. Movements are like this. Breathe in. Complete the breath in as the arms reach overhead, palms facing forward. As you exhale, cross at the level of the heart. And then again, final exhale, cross at the level of the navel, arms go wide. Yeah, so inhale. Empower yourself. Inhale. Inhale. Breathe in. Complete the breath. Double exhale. Good. Three more. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Pause, let your palms face open. Stay in a state of receptivity. Breathing in through the nose, out through your nose. Feel the aliveness in the body. Beautiful. Either step or jump your feet together. Come to the top of your mat so you can turn back to the top. I'll staying front to you. Feel Tadasana here. Palms facing open. Now take a deep inhale as the arms float overhead. Make a little halo here. Soften your elbows. Really anchor into your feet. Navel draws in and up. Now begin to circle your body. You can start small, but then increase that circle. Create a storm around you, but stay connected to your center. And then you can enjoy the storm because you're not right part of it. You're in the middle of it, anchored in self. Not being pulled into the drama and the entanglements. Good, now reverse it. Stay with that deep Ujjai breath. Good, one more circle around, one more full revolution. Good, now as you inhale, lift the arms straight overhead, pull the arms back. Feel your heart lifting. Good, as you exhale, release your hands, sit down into Utkatasana, bring your hands to your heart. Draw that belly button in. That's it. See if we can melt a little deeper into it. Feel the aliveness in the legs. Now leaning into the left leg, pick up your right heel. See if you can pick up your foot and float the knee back behind, and see if you can place that right knee behind your left knee or on top of the calf. Feel your balance. Stay anchored in self. Stay anchored in the breath. If you need to bring your toes to the floor, that is not a problem. One more breath here. Good, and as you inhale, begin to float the right knee up. Let the arms reach towards the sky, knee to chest pose. Stay here, feel the balance. As you exhale, let the arms open, knee floats just a little bit out to the side. Squeeze your left glute with growing up through the crown. Good, now bring your foot against the inner thigh or down to the ankle or the calf for tree pose. You choose which variation you enjoy. Keep your arms wide, but turn your palms open for receptivity. Gaze is strong in front. Feel anchored in self. Be the eye of the storm. Right now, there is a storm on this planet. And this tiny blue dot floating in endless space. Stay anchored. One more breath here. Very good. Slowly bring your hands to your heart. Float your right knee forward as you exhale, come back into your chair pose. Feel the difference in the two legs. One feels a little bit more open, one feels a little bit more congested or stronger. Good, see if you can sink a little deeper. Coming into that right leg, pick up your left heel, float the left foot up and take the left knee behind. It's okay to bring your foot to the floor, especially if you're feeling fatigued in the right leg. You're still working hard. Keep sinking into that right leg. One more breath here. Very good. Now slowly inhale. Begin to float that left knee up as you straighten your right leg out. Knee to chest pose. Reach through the arms. Very good. Pull that navel in and up. Lift out of your right hip. And as you exhale, floating the knee open. Just a little bit, not too far. Good. Stay here. Slowly make your way to tree pose. Either foot against the inner thigh, or at the ankle or calf, or even toe on the floor if you need to. Watch out that this is not happening. Keep lifting out of that hip. Good. Keep your arms open, but turn the palms facing up. If you'd like to challenge your balance, lift your gaze. Feel the expansion of self. Feel how your body is moving, trying to maintain that equilibrium. Good, now slowly as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, floating that knee back forward, making your way once more into Utkatasana. 3 breaths. This time, take the arms overhead as we challenge ourselves a little bit more. Stay connected to that breath. Sink a little deeper. We have one more breath. You can do it. Good. Now as you exhale, let your body fold, hands to the earth, lift your hips, sigh it out. Inhale, lift to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Now step your right foot back to lunge, and then step your left foot back to downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet here. Let out a generous sigh through your mouth. And as we inhale, begin to shift forward into your plank position. Feel the plank here, navel to spine. Now allow the left knee to flow down towards the earth and lift that left foot up and bring it a little bit over to the outside of your left side of the mat. Open your right arm, face the front. Coming into a side plank here. Inhale, lift that top leg if you can. Begin to circle that leg. Just a tiny circle. If you feel your left hip begins to kind of scream at you or cramp up, then stop doing the circles or make them smaller. Good, and reverse it. Good, now inhale, expand. As you exhale, pull the knee towards the elbow, feel the obliques squeezing, yes, lower rib cage towards the hip. Inhale, expand. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, 3 more. Good, inhale, expand. Now let the right toes catch the earth again, right hand to the floor. Pick up your left leg so you can come back to your plank here. Stay here, be strong. 2 more breaths. I'm just gonna flip myself around so you can see me. Good, now let your right knee come down towards the floor. Pick up that right foot, bring it over to the right side of your mat. Open the left side now, lift the left arm. It's okay if you're facing away from me. Your left leg is still down. Left hand is up to the sky. Now as we inhale, lift your left leg up now to the height of your body. Right away, you're going to feel that leg talking. Now begin to circle the leg in any direction to start. You really have to use a lot of muscles in the right side of your hip. You'll probably feel a lot of feedback there. Good, now reverse it. Stay anchored in that navel center, the navel intelligence. Good, now keep the legs steady. Coming into that little cruncher as you exhale, pull the elbow towards the inside of the knee. And then inhale, expand. Exhale, inhale. Good, 3 more. It should be burning. Legs should feel heavy, but use that breath. 1 more. Good, now inhale, expand. Let the left toes catch the earth. Bring your left hand back to the floor. Pick up your right leg and you're back in that plank position here. Hold, stay strong. Good, now let both knees float to the earth. Untuck your toes. Pull your navel in. Slowly lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift to baby cobra. Lengthen your legs. Navel stays connected. Good, exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt down. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, melt down. Now curl your toes under. Press back into your palms, stay on your knees, coming back into that modified plank. Shift back to table, into your downward facing dog, sigh it out. Well done, bring the big toes together, and as you inhale, allow the left leg to float up. Open your hip here, bend your knee this time. Feel that open hip variation.
Good, and as you exhale, square your hip, pull the left knee towards the navel, shift forward so your shoulders are right over wrist, and then step that left foot in between your hands. Where your big toe is on the right, drop your heel, and rise up into that warrior two position. Good, so make sure that the front knee is over second and third toes. Back hip is level with that front hip. Good, reach the arms out to the side. Let's get a little deeper into that warrior two position. Strong legs, strong mind, strong body creates a resilient, adaptable human being. Good, now turn your palms open. As we inhale, straighten the legs. Lift the heart, reach through your fingers. And as you exhale, bend that left knee again and bringing the heels of your hand together in front of your heart, and let the pinky fingers and your thumbs touch, creating a lotus in front of the heart as you exhale. Good, as you inhale, extend, lift the heart. Receive, exhale into the heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now inhale, expand, stay here. Turn your palms down. Now hinge from your left hip, and your right hip will pull up, setting up Trikonasana, triangle. Yes, your legs are in the shape of a triangle. Soften that left knee just a little bit so that you can slide over that half wall. Keep reaching straight forward. Keep your arms level. They're not uneven. Good. When you can't reach any further, bring your hand to your shin or on a brick, and then let that top arm stack right over top of your bottom. So let your body drop into it. Continue to revolve the heart towards the side of the room. Try to lengthen through the side body here. If you can slide down further, go ahead. Find what's right for you. Now begin to lengthen even more now that your body is adapting to this posture. See if you can lift through the crown further towards the front as you lengthen out through this side of your body. Getting rid of all the little creases in the side of the ribs. Good, now let that top arm circle. Let it be fluid. If you fall over, that's okay. I'd rather you fall over than you taking it always in the safe way. Of course, you have to practice always safe, but what I mean is take some chances. Break the barriers of the mind. Good, now reverse it. All of us have conditioned thoughts about ourselves. You know, that little record that is always playing in the background. So let's delete and erase them, make new grooves, or a more positive self-talk. Good, and as you inhale, lift the arm. Good, as you exhale, gaze down. Let that right hand come to your hip, soften through your left knee. Good, now pull the torso, stay committed in that front leg. I know this is hard work here. Legs are screaming. One more breath here, reach through the arms. And good, as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart in prayer, namaskar, and turn the left foot to the front. If you feel a little wide, just tick-tock your feet in a little bit. Breathe into the heart, close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat. Beautiful work. Turn your heels in, toes out, coming back into that Malasana Squat. Today we're doing all the warrior breaths, warrior 3 breath. We've done this before. It's a double inhale through the nose, and it's a double, sorry, it's actually not a double breath. It's a double inhale. And then I'd like you to hold the breath and make fists with your hands, and they're just right in front of your belly here. And you squeeze every muscle in your body except your face. And then you let it out in one go. And everything softens, like you release your hands, you straighten your body. Yeah, double breath in through the nose. It's like you're grabbing the inhale. You gather the energy and then you lock it and you squeeze every muscle. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then you release. Good, and again. Squeeze tight. Brace yourself. Good, and again. Feel the power inside. Empowering yourself. Good, and again, inhale. Gather it. Gather as much inhale as you can, and then hold that. Use that energy to empower yourself, and then good. 3 more. Lock, squeeze, and then softly release. Last time. Beautiful. Open your palms. Lift your heart, close your eyes, lift your chin, receive. Stay open, not just in body, but stay open-minded. If you're open-minded, you can continue to increase your awareness. You can continue to evolve your consciousness to higher states of being. We can see this in the world as old systems are breaking down as they were built on denser states of consciousness. We are evolved beings now. All these systems need to crumble so we can build new systems. There's a natural evolution happening always. Good. Release the hands down. Turn your feet back, parallel to the side of the mat. As you inhale, let the arms float overhead. Good. As you exhale, take the arms out to the side. Now soften your knees just a little bit. Imagine there's a steel rod right through the crown, through your spine, coming out of your tailbone. And so we're hinging. There's no movement in that steel rod. It's one straight line. And now your body's parallel. It's like you're flying above the earth here. You can straighten the legs out if that feels okay in the back of your hamstrings. If there's too much talking going on here, soften your knees. Good. As you exhale, bend your knees, let the arms flow down. As you inhale, fly high again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale once more. Inhale. Good. And as you exhale, bending that right knee. Inhale, strong legs. Exhale into that left knee. Once more. Inhale, exhale into that right knee. Inhale, exhale into that left knee. Let your hands come to the floor. Good. Look to the back of your mat. If you like to use bricks, grab them. Gently turn and pivot. Make your way into that runner's lunge here. Shine your heart forward. Good. Bringing the hands towards the earth. I'd like you to step your right leg back to downward facing dog. Good. And as you inhale, shifting back forward. Coming into plank. So now we're going into a little bit more of a challenge here. I'd like you to drop your right heel to the right side and take your left arm up. So now you're in that side plank here. If this is too much, please drop your knee. Otherwise, stay in that full side plank. Now see if you can lift the top leg and make little circles. Good, and see if you can reverse it. Good, and then let that foot come down so it's right in front of the other. Good, as you exhale, take that left hand down, lift your heels, come back into that plank position. Breathe deeply. Exhale, both heels drop to the left, lift your right arm. Just trust my voice here. You can always drop to your bottom left knee if you need to. Good, now see if you can lift that top right leg and make little circles. That's very challenging. It's okay if you fall out of it. Reverse it. Deep breathing going on. Good. Let that foot come back in front of the other. Good. Now exhale, bring that top right hand down, come back to plank. Take one breath here. Good. As you exhale, let the knees come to the earth and take a little child's pose. Forehead to the ground. Let out a sigh here and just imagine that you're sitting on a raft. Just stay in your child's pose here and then allow your hips to move from side to side. Good. Now slowly as you inhale, make your way back up into your tabletop position. Curl your toes under, make your way into your downward facing dog. Let out a sigh. Let your big toes touch as you inhale, right leg floats to the sky. Lift and open your hip, bend your knee and lean towards the left here. Try to keep your shoulders square as you open that hip. Let your right toes drop towards the left butt cheek. Good, and as you exhale, square your hip. Pull the knee towards the belly of the heart and step that foot in between your hands. Where your big toe is on the left, drop your heel and rise into that Virabhadrasana 2 here. Good, so make sure you square your hip towards the side of your mat. Watch out that this is not happening. Really try to keep it level. Notice how you have to work a little hard in that front quad. Very good. Breathe deeply. You'll be stronger when you breathe deeper. Your body has a lot more energy. Good, so turn your palms open. As we inhale, we straighten the front leg out, lift your heart, lift your gaze. As you exhale, bring the heels of the hands together in front of the heart. Padma Mudra, lotus. Inhale and exhale. 3 more at your own pace. Now take a deep inhale. Energize the legs, pull the inner thighs up, press the earth away. Now let your palms face down. Sending up Trikonasana, hinge from your right hip, feel the left hip lifting. You can soften your right knee a little bit. Now slide that right side over that half wall. Keep reaching through that right arm. Keep reaching, keep reaching. When you can't reach any further, let the hand drop to the shin and then stack the left arm over top. Let your body ease into it. And each exhale, feel yourself going a little further into it, being able to slide the hand further down, while at the same time lengthening through the crown and spinning the heart towards the sky. Very good. Stay with that Ujjai breath. Now begin to circle that top arm. Let it be soft, not rigid. Returning to wholeness. When we think of wholeness, we think of a circle. There's no break. There's a natural evolution in a circle. And then gently reverse it, go in the opposite direction. Very good. One more circle. Yes, and then let that top hand drop towards your hip. Let your gaze come down. Good, now slowly as you inhale, begin to bend that right knee. Stay committed in that front leg, knees over ankle. Now lift your torso, really push into that front heel here. Lift the body. I know your legs are probably talking to you. One more breath here. Very good. Slowly inhale, bring your hands to your heart, straighten the front leg out, and bring your heels in a little bit. Turn your feet so that you feel a little more anchored. And take the hands out to the side and just notice. Good. Step or hop your feet together. You can also step them together like I just did. You can stay sideways. Palms are facing forward. Just feel yourself here in mountain pose. Good. Now slowly as you inhale, let the arms float overhead. As you exhale, take a seat into Utkatasana. We're almost there. Stay strong. See if you can sink down a little bit deeper. Good. Now bring your hands to your heart so it's not as hard work for the heart or for your core. Good. Now lean into the left leg. Pick up your right foot. Take the right knee behind if you can. Some of you may be able to drop the left hand and bring the left hand towards the right foot, the top of the right foot. Good. Now slowly begin to straighten the left leg out. Keep holding on to that right foot. Press your hips forward. Knee stays right underneath your hips and let the right arm come up. You should feel a nice quadricep stretch. It's almost like we're doing lotus, standing lotus, but the leg instead of on the front is at the back. Good. Now slowly release your left hand, float the right knee forward. Good. As you exhale, let the knees float back open. Very good. Make your way into tree pose once more. Press that foot against the inner thigh or at your calf. It doesn't matter. Now here comes our challenge today. Bring your hand over your head, interlace your fingers. Find your navel intelligence. Pull that navel in. Now begin to circle just your torso. Stay anchored. Feel your navel and just think of moving yourself from that navel center. You'll be surprised how anchored you actually feel. Good, and it doesn't have to be a big circle. Reverse it. Very good. And then slowly come through center. Let the arms pull back a little bit. Feel a little bit of a back bend here as you expand through your heart. Good, and as you exhale, release your hands, float the knee forward, and take your feet just hip distance apart and shake out that left leg and the right leg. Good, and just bring your hands onto your hips and just tick-tock your hips here. Good, and then circle your hips. Good, just circle them forward and back. Doesn't releasing any tightness. Good, and then reverse it. And lots of circles today. Okay, coming back to center, take your feet directly back underneath your hips. As you inhale, let the arms float overhead. Exhale, come back into that chair pose. We're almost there, and then we can come to the floor. Stay strong. I know you can do this. You'll feel so good after. It feels so good sometimes to push just a little bit through that threshold. This is how we change the patterns in our head. Good, as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lean into your right leg and flow that left foot away and take it behind your right. Good. So feel free to move into that different expression where the right hand drops. See if you can find the top of your left foot. It's okay if you can't reach it. It's no big deal. You can just keep that knee back there. Good, now begin to straighten that right leg out. If you can't hold the foot, you just maintain that knee bend. Keep the knee directly beneath the hips. Now squeeze your hips forward. Use your glutes. Feel that quad stretch. Watch out that you're not hanging in that right hip. Now let that left arm rise. Pull the navel in and up. Beautiful. Slowly release your right hand. Float the left knee up and forward. Knee to chest pose. Stay anchored. Good. As you exhale, floating that knee open. Awesome work. Good, now bring that foot either to the calf, the ankle, or place it higher if you like. Squeeze the right inner thigh against that left heel. Let the arms float overhead, creating that little halo around our head. Now find your navel center. Pull that belly button in. Stay connected while you circle your torso. Stay connected to that navel intelligence. Your gut instinct. And as you get greater access to that gut instinct, that inner knowing, the flames begin to fan up to the heart, coming more into alignment to your heart and what's true for you. Good, and then begin to reverse it. And remember, it's okay if you fall out of it. It's a journey. Very good. And then slowly come through center, lift the heart. Good, and then release the hands, float the knee forward, and take the feet to the ground and just gently teeter-totter, shaking out that right foot, left foot. Good, take your feet just outside your hips. Hold on to your head with your hands. Now your head stays steady. That's why your hands are there. And just let your body, especially from underneath your navel, just circle while your head stays in the center. And then your hips are the storm, the storm that goes around the epicenter. But you remain anchored in that epicenter. And then sometimes the storm becomes just entertainment. And then slowly reverse. Good, couple more. Fantastic. Slowly let the hips come back underneath the shoulders. Release your hands down. Step your feet together. Coming into a counter poses. Inhale, let the arms float overhead. Lift up through your heart. Little back bend here. Now don't be afraid to go a little back here. Press your hips forward. Good. Now as you exhale, let the hands come through the central channel. Bow into the earth. Good. Step your feet back into your downward facing dog. Moving into a nice hip stretch here. Look forward to your hands. We'll start with the left leg. Bring your left knee in between your hands. Slide that right leg as far back as you can. Pull the left knee slightly to the left side of your mat and begin to lift your torso first. Good. And then when you're ready to exhale, walk your hands out in front. Really important that your hips remain square. Sometimes there's a tendency to kind of roll onto that left hip. So make sure both sit bones are floating, and then let your head relax to the floor here. Enjoy that deep stretch in the low back, in the sacrum area. Also very good for the SI joints. Sometimes our SI joints can get locked, and then when they're locked, it can create a lot of issues for the low back. So really try to relax your muscles, even if there's some intense feeling arising in those areas. Really focus on these deep, long breaths. See if you can soften the muscles of the face, the shoulders, your belly, your thighs, your toes. Maybe allow the mouth to open just a little bit so there's no tension around the jaw. Three more breaths here.
Wonderful. Very slowly on your next inhale, begin to float the forehead away. Lift the chest, begin to climb up onto the hands so you can push the earth away. Lift your chest here. Tuck your right toes under and gently start to lift your hips. Press back into your right heel so you can free the left leg to downward dog and begin to paddle out the feet here. Maybe kind of swivel on the balls of your feet as you kind of release any tension, that low back around the sacrum. And then slowly let your gaze come forward to the hands and allow the right knee now to come down, either behind your right wrist or in between your hands, and then sliding that left leg back as far as it feels right to you, pulling that right knee a little bit more to the side. Take a deep inhale as you lift your heart, and as you exhale, let your body come forward, dropping into it slowly. Especially if there's a lot of feedback, I suggest that you take a moment to really go slower into the deeper expression of the posture. Again, stay with these deep, long breaths. Three more deep, long breaths in and out. Let every muscle in your body relax even more. Let the jaw relax. Allow any tension to dissipate. Now, very, very slowly. On the next breath in, begin to float the forehead away. Climbing up onto the hands, lift the torso. This time we will roll onto that right hip, bend the left knee, and slowly bring your left leg to the front here and shake out that right leg and that left leg. Good. Maybe you run your hand up and down that leg. Beautiful. We'll come into some nice restorative twists now. Bring your knees up, come a little bit forward to the top of your mat. Take your hands underneath your knees. Make sure that there's a brick to the side of you for easy reach while you're lying down. So roll your spine down, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Go nice and slow. Good. And then bring one knee at a time into your chest. Let the head fall back on the ground. Bring your hands on top of your shins. Pull the knees a little bit apart from each other. And then gently start to rock your body from side to side. Nice stretch for the hips and the low back. Good, and then allow your knees to come together. Take the arms out to the side, palms facing open. And as you exhale, let that right knee drop to the floor first, then let the left knee stack over on top of it. Now, if your knee doesn't quite reach the bottom leg, this is where that brick can come in really handy. Place it in between so that top leg can relax and switch off. And then it will allow you to draw that left shoulder blade more towards the floor and really reaching through that left arm. For those of you who are super open in your back, you can straighten that leg out and hold on to the big toe. Yeah, there's another option here. Very good.
So about 4 more breaths here. Twisting out the spine. Twists can be very cooling to the body. Also has a detoxifying effect on the body. One more breath here. Good. For those who have their left leg straight, you can bend the knee now, lifting that top left knee. If there's a brick, just gently place it back to the side, slowly roll to your low back. Let out a sigh again, grab your shins, gently rock from side to side. Good, and then allow the left knee to fall to the floor, and then allow the right leg to come on top. And again, if there's a space there, it's okay to place a brick in between. This way that leg can really switch off. Really reach through that right arm now, dropping that right shoulder blade to the floor. That's it. Feel free to extend that leg. I can't because the wall is here, but feel free to hold on to your big right toe, or left toe, sorry, and straightening out that left leg. So we'll stay here for about 5 more deep, long breaths, feeling that nice deep twist in the body. If you feel the need to sigh it out, please do so. Twists can sometimes do that. They can unload certain things from the body, so be sure to sigh it out so that we're not swallowing it back into the body. One more deep breath in and out here. Beautiful. Slowly let your head come center. If that top left leg is straight, bend the knee. Slowly lifting that left knee up and the right knee. Good. Square your hips here and gently let out a sigh. Let each leg reach up towards the sky. Feeling the inversion here. Softening your knees. Let the knees come to the outside of your ribcage. Reach each hand on the inside of each foot. You can also hold on to the ankle. Really lengthen through your spine. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Let your chin drop in towards your throat. And then gently begin to sway your body here. This is our last posture. Feel free to kind of let one leg fall open as you sway to one side. Just going a little bit into the back of those legs. And just be kind of like a little baby here playing with your feet and your legs. Wonderful. And then allow the soles of the feet to come together. Grab your ankles, guide your feet slowly down towards the floor, making our way into a supine bound angle pose. Let your hands relax on your belly here. As you breathe in deeply, feel the palms filling with your belly. As you exhale, feel the palms emptying as the belly draws away. Slowly let your hands fall open to the side, come into a state of receptivity. Straighten one leg out at a time as we make our way to final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow your body to fully relax, deeply relax.
Allow yourself to sink deeper into your awareness. Gaining greater access to your true nature, to the truth of who you are, breaking the conditioned patterns of who we think we are. Now, very slowly and gently, begin to deepen the breath. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Let out a generous sigh through your mouth. And then allow some movement to return in the toes and the fingers. Oscillating the head gently from side to side. And then take a deep inhale as the arms float overhead. Give yourself a big full body stretch. A great big body on. Lift the back of the ribs away. Sparkle toes and fingers. Let out a big sigh, hugging one knee at a time into your belly or your chest, and gently sway, rock. Rock from side to side, and then let yourself fall to your favorite side into a side lying position. Stay there for a moment. Support your head with your bottom arm, creating a little pillow. Try not to rush up into a seated posture. Keeping and maintaining a calm nervous system is really important. Slowly make your way up into a seated posture. Maybe be seated the same way we begin class in this morning. We will bring our palms together at the heart as we bring it full circle. Let your head bow into the heart, taking a moment here for gratitude. Taking a moment here to thank your body for being strong and healthy. We will inhale, we'll let out a big sigh. And then we'll inhale to chant Om. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Now let the palms part away. Let the palms face the front of the room. Let the elbows drop into the sides. As we send the Om out into your home, into our city, into the state of Ontario, into Canada, then into the world. Let's take a deep breath in, Om. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light within me bows and honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me